Hello. This is the first of a series on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, translated by Sri Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj, who is the founder of the Divine Life Society. The Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjun, narrated in the Bhishma Parva of the Mahabharata. It comprises 18 discourses of a total of 701 Sanskrit verses. A considerable volume of material has been compressed within these verses. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Sri Krishna, during the course of his most instructive and interesting talk with Arjun, revealed profound, sublime, and soul-stirring spiritual truths, and expounded the rare secrets of yoga, Vedanta, Bhakti, and Karma. All the teachings of Lord Krishna were subsequently recorded as a song celestial or Srimad Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavan Vyas for the benefit of humanity at large. Those who are self-controlled and who are endowed with faith can reap the full benefit of the Gita, which is the science of the soul. In all the spiritual literature of the world, there is no book so elevating and inspiring as the Gita. It is the source of all wisdom. It is our supreme teacher and inexhaustible spiritual treasure. It is a fountain of bliss, an ocean of knowledge, and full of divine splendor and grandeur. Introduction. Dhritarashtra and Pandu were brothers. Dhritarashtra married Gandhari and Pandu was married to Kunti and Madri. King Pandu was cursed for a sin while hunting, due to which he was not permitted to unite with his wife Kunti. Kunti got a boon through her sincere service of a wise sage in her younger age, and she begot 3 children, namely Yudhishthir, Bhim and Arjun from Yama, Vayu and Indra, respectively. Madri had twins, Nakul and Sahadev, though through the celestial physicians called Ashwini Devatas. Dhritarashtra had 101 children by his wife Gandhari. Pandu passed away, and his sons, the Pandavas, were all brought up by Dhritarashtra along with his sons known as Kauravas. The Pandavas and Kauravas grew up together, but due to the braveness and intelligence of the former, the Kauravas were unable to tolerate them. Hence the Pandavas decided to live separately, sharing half of their kingdom. The Pandavas' pomp, wealth and glory displayed during the Rajasya Yajna aroused deep jealousy and greed in the mind of Duryodhana, the chief of the Kauravas, who, with the cunning advice of his uncle Shakuni, invited Yudhishthir to a game of dice and fraudulently defeated him, whereby all his wealth and possessions, including Draupadi, were lost. Finally, it was settled that the Pandavas, including Draupadi, should repair to the forest for 12 years in exile, after which they had to live incognito for another year, untraced by the Kauravas. During this period, the kingdom was to be ruled by the wicked Duryodhana. Having successfully completed these 13 years of exile, facing many obstacles and dangers instigated by the Kauravas, the Pandavas, as per the terms of the agreement, approached the Kauravas for their share of the kingdom. Duryodhana offered flatly to be part with as much land as he could that can be covered by the point of a needle. According to the advice of Mother Kunti and with the inspiration of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas decided upon war and tried to establish their rightful claim on the kingdom by overcoming the Kauravas. Duryodhana and Arjuna, from the side of the Kauravas and Pandavas respectively, were set to Dwarka to seek the help of the Yadava hero, Lord Krishna, in the battle. They both found Krishna resting on a couch in his palace. Duryodhana went in and occupied a seat at the head of the couch, while Arjun stood near the feet of the Lord. The moment Sri Krishna opened his eyes, he naturally saw Arjun first, and then Duryodhan sitting on a chair. After inquiry of their welfare and the purpose of their visit, Sri Krishna, according to the prevailing custom, gave the first choice to Arjun because of his age and also because of his sight of Arjun first. Krishna asked Arjun to fulfill his desire by selecting him unarmed or his powerful army called Narayani Sena. Arjuna, who was a devotee of Sri Krishna, expressed his desire to have the Lord with him, neglecting the powerful Narayani Sena, even though Krishna warned that he would remain a witness bound by the vow of not participating in battle and not taking up arms. Duryodhan, with great delight, thinking that Arjun was foolish, expressed his wish for the powerful army to help his side in the battle. When Krishna asked Arjun why he chose him when he was not for taking up arms, Arjun said, "O Lord, you have the power to destroy all the forces by a mere sight. Why then should I prefer that worthless army? I have for a long time been cherishing a desire in my heart that you should act as my charioteer. Kindly fulfill my desire in this war." The Lord, who is ever the most devoted lover of his devotees, accepted his request with pleasure, and thus Krishna became the charioteer of Arjun in the battle of the Mahabharata. After the return of Duryodhan and Arjun from Dwarika, Lord Krishna himself went once to Hastinapur as the emissary of the Pandavas and tried to prevent the war, but then, under the guidance of Shakuni, the egoistic Duryodhan refused to agree to the peace mission and tried to imprison Lord Krishna, at which Krishna showed his supreme form, the Vishwarup. Even the blind Dhritarashtra saw it by the Lord's grace. King Dhritarashtra, due to his attachment to his sons, failed to control them, and the Kaurava chief Duryodhan, with vain hope, decided to meet the powerful Pandavas in war. When both sides were prepared to commence the battle, the sage Vedavyas approached blind Dhritarashtra and said, "If you wish to see this terrible carnage with your own eyes, I can give you the gift of vision." The Kaurav king replied, "O chief of the Brahma Rishis, I have no desire to see with my own eyes this slaughter of my family, but I should like to hear all the details of the battle." Then the sage conferred the gift of divine vision on Sanjay, the trusty counselor of the king, and told the king, "Sanjay will describe to you all the incidents of the war. Whatever happens in the course of the war, he will directly see, hear, or otherwise come to know. Whether an incident takes place before his eyes or behind his back, during the day or during the night, privately or in public, and whether it is reduced to actual action or appears only in thought, it will not remain hidden from his view. He will come to know everything exactly as it happens. No weapon will touch his body, nor will he feel tired." After the 10 days of continued war between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, when the great warrior Bhishma was thrown down from his chariot by Arjun, Sanjay announces the news to Dhritarashtra. In agony, the king asks Sanjay to narrate the full details of the previous 10 days' war from the very beginning, in all detail as it happened. Here commences the Bhagavad Gita. Prayer to Vasudev, salutations unto thee, O Vyas, of broad intellect and with large eyes, large like the petals of a full-blown lotus, by whom the lamp of divine knowledge, filled with the oil of the Mahabharata, has been lighted. That is the end of the introduction to the Bhagavad Gita. Thank you.